Yes, children. Today we will see properties of alkenes. We'll go to physical and chemical properties of alkenes. We saw about alkanes, right? Okay. Now here again, the first three members are colorless gases, and first three members in the sense ethene, propene, butene, they are colorless gases, and from C5 to C18 they are liquids, and the higher ones they are solids. And the next property is they are insoluble in water because they are non-polar, but they are soluble in non-polar solvents like benzene, carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, etc. Boiling point increases with increase in molecular mass, just the same as in the case of alkanes, and it decreases with increase in branching for isomeric alkenes. It is also the same as in the case of alkanes. Now density increases with increase in molecular mass till a limiting value of 0.8 gram per cubic centimeter. That is, all alkenes are lighter than water. What is the density of water? Density of water is 1 gram per cubic centimeter. It is almost nearing that, but it is less than that. Okay, so all the alkenes are lighter than water. Density of water is higher than this. Okay, now let's come to chemical properties. Under this, you are going to study a set of reactions called addition reactions, and then you are going to study about oxidation. Now under addition, you see how many are there. Addition of hydrogen, addition of halogens, addition of hydrogen halide, then addition of water, addition of ozone, then polymerization reaction, then addition of hypohalous acid, HOCl. Okay, this is hypochlorous acid, or in general you can call it as hypohalous acid. Now all these are addition reactions, right? And apart from that, it also undergoes oxidation because of the double bond present. It is susceptible to oxidation. Now here under this category, you will study oxidation with cold and dilute KMnO4 and with hot and concentrated KMnO4. So these reactions you are going to see now one by one. Okay. Now let us see the first one. First one is addition of hydrogen, right? Okay. Now this addition of hydrogen you have already studied under preparation of alkanes, is it not? Addition of hydrogen, that is called as catalytic hydrogenation because it is taking place in the presence of catalysts such as platinum or palladium or nickel. Okay. Now ethene, when it is hydrogenated, you will get ethane. Propene, when it is hydrogenated, you will get propane. So you start with an unsaturated alkene, you will get the corresponding saturated hydrocarbon, right? It's very simple. Now come to addition of halogens. Again the same way, just like hydrogen, halogens also when they react, you will get a dihalide. This Br2 will get added to this ethene across the double bond. One bromine will go towards each carbon, so you will get a dibromide. So this is 1,2-dibromoethane. Unsaturation has gone. It is no more unsaturated. Now this particular reaction is also used as a test for unsaturation because bromine is orange red in color. Now when you treat it with an alkene, it disappears. The color disappears and the resulting product is colorless. So if the color disappears, if the bromine water color disappears, that means the sample that you are testing is an unsaturated compound because it has undergone addition reaction with bromine, right? So this is one property. Now let us see addition of HX. Now under this, we are going to see hydrogen halide, that is HCl, HBr, HI, like that. Now under this category, if you see the reactivity, HI is more reactive than HBr, HBr is more reactive than HCl because in the case of HI, the bond dissociation energy is the least because I is very big in size. So this bond length is long. Longer the bond, weaker it is. So this can be easily broken. So HI is very reactive. Then HBr, the bond is comparatively smaller than this. So slightly higher energy may be required. Now HCl, it is much stronger and more energy will be required. So reactivity of HI is more than that of HBr, more reactive than that of HCl. Now let us show the reaction with HBr. Now in this case what will happen? Since it is a symmetrical alkene, hydrogen will go to one carbon, Br will go to another carbon. So there is no problem because it's symmetrical. एक उसके पास जाना है, एक इसके पास जाना है. So you will get CH3, CH2Br. CH2 after taking up hydrogen will give CH3 and the CH2 will take up Br to give you CH2Br. So ethene gives you ethyl bromide. Right? Now if the alkene is unsymmetrical, now see what happens. If it is unsymmetrical, then the added molecule, which is H plus and Br minus, they say the negative part of the added molecule, which is the added molecule HBr, the negative part of the added molecule will add on to that carbon having less hydrogen. Okay, now remember, addition will always take place across the double bond. जाना तो इसको इन दोनों के बीच में ही है, ठीक है. अब इसमें क्या कंडीशन है? The negative part of the added molecule, which is the negative part of the added molecule Br minus, it will go to that carbon. Addition होना इन दोनों के बीच में ही, ठीक है. So this Br minus will go to that carbon which is having less number of hydrogen. So the carbon holding the double bond, जिस carbon के पास कम hydrogen होगा उसके साथ negative part attach होगा. So Br minus will go here and H plus will go here. If Br minus has to go there, that means this C should be possessing a positive charge. And this H plus, if it is going here, then this C should be having a negative charge. So how? By shifting the pi bond pair towards this. Now you know already that this CH3 is electron releasing. This is showing plus psi effect. Is that clear? So this pair of electron, that is pi bond pair of electron, cannot go here. If it goes, then it will have to face the repulsion from this end. Is that clear? So this pi bond pair will go away from the electron releasing group. अगर ये इधर जाता है तो यहाँ से ये repel करेगा. It will push it. You go that side, right? So the bond pair, the pi bond pair will go towards this C, away from the plus psi group. Away from the plus psi group. It is going in the opposite direction. Okay. So this will be minus, which will attract positive, and this will be positive, which will attract minus. So you will get CH3, CH, Br, CH3. So this is the major product. And a small amount of the other product will also be made. This is 90%. This will be hardly 10% or even slightly less than that also. Okay. So major product is this. That means गलती से अगर इस तरफ चला गया थोड़े से मॉलिक्यूल्स में तो वो ये वाला प्रोडक्ट देगा. ओके. नाउ दिस काइंड ऑफ addition of HBr or HX to an unsymmetrical alkene will follow a particular rule. Now what is that rule called? That rule is called as Markovnikov's rule. That rule is called Markovnikov's rule. We will see that now. This addition, how it is going? Dekho. HBr, it is first ionizing to give you H plus and Br minus. In the presence of light, this HBr will undergo homolytic fission. We have seen that also. Okay. In the presence of light, HBr will undergo homolytic fission because hydrogen and Br is almost having similar electronegative character. Okay. Now there is no light here, right? Now here, in the first step, what is happening? The CH2 double bond CH2 is adding up a proton. HBr में से H plus को सबसे पहले लेगा. For that, one carbon should be negatively charged. Only then H plus can be taken, right? So this bond is shifting toward. This is symmetrical. इधर हो जाए उधर हो जाए बात बराबर है. So when it is shifting here, this will become C minus and C minus will take up this H plus. So you will have CH3. So when this is shifting, this carbon will get a positive charge because इसका electron साथ लेके गया ये. एक ये वाला इलेक्ट्रॉन तो ये इसका खुद का है, तो जब शिफ्ट करोगे इसका मतलब इस कार्बन के इलेक्ट्रॉन को ये ले चुका है, सो इस कार्बन पे एक पॉजिटिव चार्ज आएगा. सो दिस इज अ कार्बोकैटेन. The positive charge on carbon is called as carbocation. Now this carbocation will meet Br minus. Br minus will try to attract the positive charge of this carbocation. With that result, you will get Br, CH2, CH3. Is that clear? So when CH2 double bond CH2 is treated with HBr, you will get ethyl bromide, a simple addition product. Okay. Now the second step is nucleophilic attack. This is a nucleophile, negatively charged species. Now supposing you have an unsymmetrical alkene. Now just now I told you the pi bond pair will shift towards this carbon away from the plus I group. So when this is shifting, this will get a positive charge, this will get a negative charge. That's what I have shown here. Now what is the first step? Addition of H plus. When HBr is added, the first step is addition of H plus, right? Now when H plus is added, it will be added to this carbon. Minus के साथ चला जाएगा, ठीक है? So you will get CH3, CH positive, CH3. CH2 minus will become CH3, right? Now what is this? This is a secondary carbocation. Where is the positive charge? The positive charge on that carbon which is attached to two other carbon. So this is secondary. So you will get a secondary carbocation. Then in the fast step, this is slow step. Addition of H plus is the slow step. And in the fast step, Pr minus will attack, which will go towards a positive charge. So you will get this as the major product. So this is the basic mechanism of this addition reaction. Okay. Now, why this will not shift this side? If it has to shift here, then this carbon will get negative, this will become positive. Okay. Now when H plus is added, now H plus will go here towards the negative charge. And if it goes there, then you will get positive charge on this. Now what is this? This carbon is attached to only one carbon. That means this is primary. Primary carbocation is less stable. We have already studied under stability, is it not? Primary carbocation. What is the order? It is tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. This is the order of stability of carbocations. Okay. So this is primary, which is less stable. And in the fast step, what you will get? You will get CH3, CH2, CH2Br. So this is a minor product because this ye hota nahi hai. Okay. So that is why you will get this as a minor product, right? Now that is why I told you in the beginning itself that this compound, when it is treated with HBr, you will get this as the major product and this as the minor product. Okay. तो इसकी reasoning है. Now, how do you define this Markovnikov's rule? Addition of addition of reagents such as HX or water or HOX to unsymmetrical alkenes. Unsymmetrical alkenes occurs in such a way that the negative part of the added molecule adds on to that carbon which has lesser number of hydrogen atoms. So this is the rule. Okay. Now this rule is framed in order to identify the product very easily. So if you know the rule, you can easily identify what is the product. Okay. Remember, the negative part of the added molecule will add on to that carbon having less number of hydrogen. Okay, so this is Markovnikov's rule, right? Now we have to see, supposing if the alkene, the unsymmetrical alkene is this. This is also an unsymmetrical alkene only. Now here, when this is getting shifted, this will get a positive charge, this will get a negative charge because this side you are having alkyl groups which are electron releasing. So इधर नहीं जाएगा, इधर ही जाएगा, ठीक है? तो ये plus ये minus हो गया, right? Now here plus charge is there on a secondary carbon, okay? And there is a tertiary carbon at the adjacent side. So what is happening here? Now I have just expanded the structure. There is a hydrogen with the tertiary carbon. This hydrogen along with the bond pair अपनी इलेक्ट्रॉन और कार्बन की इलेक्ट्रॉन दोनों को साथ लेकर के हाइड्राइड माइनस बन के इस C पॉजिटिव के साथ अटैच हो जाएगा, बिकॉज C के पास इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं है ना, तो इस कार्बन के इलेक्ट्रॉन को लेकर के इसको दे करके तू ले ले, हम दोनों साथ मिलते हैं. तो ये already one hydrogen is there. If this is also getting shifted there, it will become CH2. And now the positive charge will shift to this position. So you will get a tertiary carbocation. Okay. Now Br minus will attach to tertiary carbon. Is that clear? So this is called as hydride shift. Okay. This is a very important concept under addition reactions. Is that clear?